I've been back. I've been doing these streams for a while. This is a terrible King Kong, but I started doing some gorillas after this, and I really like these gorillas. I think these all came out pretty good. I did this gorilla, and later on I added a little pattern behind him. One of my problems is I've been trying to do these double-sided spreads. I did this one just earlier. But when I'm painting, I tend to get some saturation. But I'm going to go ahead and paint, or draw at least, on this side of the sketchbook. This is not a huge sketchbook, by the way. It's I don't know, 8 by 6 by, I don't know. And we're gonna draw this big fat crocodilian demon character. I found the reference on Pinterest. I was looking for crocodiles. I had a hankering to draw some crocodiles. Might draw an ostrich after this. Now, obviously, it's not a crocodile. All right. Wonder if this is causing me problems. Apologies to anybody who was if I had double music going earlier, which I might have. Come on now. There we go. Let's make him. Okay. So if you know about me, this is about as far as I usually go on drawings before I start inking. And what we have at our disposal today is the Papermate Inkjoy pen, a ballpoint pen. I actually found some other pens. I'm starting to find my stuff. So I might have other pens too. This one is very safely waterproof though. All right. If you too would like to hang out and draw, let me know. My hope is that I can continue to improve. There we go. Recently, I started watching the original Avengers, the 1960s spy show with Patrick McNee, and it starts from season 2 in this version, which is the Tubi version. Trying to give him a bone. And I'm looking forward to maybe watching another episode of that tonight. He's a big fat guy. Look at that. Okay. I should probably give him a tail, or at least assign the hint of a tail. I think there's probably one over here. I'm thinking I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to give him no tail. Or if he has a tail, it's so small, it's behind him. Okay. Let's erase. Once again, we're praying to the gods of ink that the ink is dry enough that it won't smear. Okay, we got a lot of lost edges here. So, an easy way to end up with lost edges, kind of like I did, is to leave your pencil drawings on there. And you will end up with lost edges because you'll get fooled by the pencil being there. And the pencil goes away. And so does your edge. I'm not sure if this texture is ruining it. Probably should be lighter. We can see if we can fix some of this with paint. All right, let's give it a shot. I recently lost my main paintbrush. I don't know what I did with it. You can't have gone too far. All right, let's make this guy a purpley dragon. So we're going to use some orange as his base coat. The idea being that if we glaze some purple over it, it'll turn out darker. All right, I like all of this. Let's go ahead and do the wings. And once we get them, I think what we might end up doing is throwing some tape on here and trying to do a background. I've been enjoying the backgrounds lately, even with this monkey over here on this side. Also, as of today, I have a drafting table. I finally ordered it and it came in, and actually it came in yesterday. And I didn't assemble it until just today. I'm quite pleased about my drafting table. Okay. Now, I am not good at color. I am especially not good at painting. But here we are hoping. Let's see if we can let that orange dry. Give it a moment. And then we're going to glaze over it with purple. I happen to have some purple right here and some purple right over. You can't even see it. Some purple in this well, but I also have purple right here I want to use. It's kind of a violet or a more red purple. All right. Give it a go. We don't have to go in hard with the purple. We're just going to go kind of watery. Among other things, this is not a watercolor sketchbook, so anything we do may come out terrible. Let's start with this leg. It's still feeling damp. Let's start with this arm. Like that. Okay. Keep on going, keep on rolling. So far, so good. I think I've overestimated the effect of purple over orange. In other words, I'm still seeing a lot of orange. It's okay. Orange is a good accent color for this purple. All right, let's try and get this guy. What a week it has been. It's only Thursday. I think our darkest purple needs to go on this, under this leg, which would be the darkest or most shadowed area. I've been in this house that I bought. I arrived here. I did the closing on August 8th, and it's now September 18th, so a little over a month. I'm very comfortable here. However, there is a huge gaming scene out here where I live, and I haven't joined it yet. They have events going on like literally every night of the week, although some of them are games I'd not be that interested in. Like there's Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, which I don't think I would be that into. There's also D&D and board games. There's a lot of stuff that I would be into. And part of it is I ended up, so when you move into a place and you don't have any furniture, you end up doing a lot of flat pack furniture, right? All this furniture that I kind of bought online or had to assemble. And it's heavy. And I gave myself a little bit of a back problem, I think. But I'm getting over it. I'm thinking soon I should go visit this king. Multiple places, multiple areas of it. It's a college town. You know it's got a huge gaming scene going on. There's a couple of Discords run by the gaming shop that kind of sponsors everything. It's all kinds of cool stuff going on. All right, so far I like my purple dragon. Give it a moment here. We're gonna let it dry a little bit. Maybe I'll get the inside of his own mouth area. I have gone to the movies since I've been here. I went to Weapons. And I would go to another movie if there was one that appealed to me. I used to just go to movies just randomly, just whatever was on. This is kind of a brown color. And then movies were not as fun and I stopped going for whatever reason. There's a nice brown color. I want to do something. The eye is white, but I think it should have some kind of dimensionality to it. So maybe some kind of shading. My problem is I don't think I have any black in this. Oh, maybe I do. I do have some black. Okay. I'm not trying to get pure black. I'm just trying to get a gray tone. Same thing with the teeth. talk to anybody who's into painting, you'll often hear, don't use pure black or pure white or anything. Well, for watercolors, the paper, like the negative space, is your pure white. Okay, I actually kind of like it. I think we're gonna let him slide. We're gonna go and do another. I would do the back of this page, but it'll mess up this guy. So we're gonna do something else on this here area. Let's see what we got on the old Pinterest. If I can find some more crocodilians. Just a regular crocodile will do. Rock. Crocodile. Crocodile monster. Okay. I found what looks like an interesting, it's basically a profile of a crocodile. All right. So to give us an opportunity to practice our scales and textures. All right. Where's my ink? I know this sketchbook is looking really animal heavy. I like to draw animals. Last year around October, I did a bunch of ink drawings, and I think I did at least one crocodile or mosasaur. I'll have to get it out. It was a pretty cool depiction, in my opinion. All right, give me a moment. Haha, got the eraser. I'm liking it. Okay, liking it, loving it, want more of it. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to tape them off, and we're gonna use not these watercolors, but my Sumi colors, which are all different shades of black. Now one of these pieces of tape is gonna go over the other painted area. I hope that doesn't hurt it. You just wanna get a cool, clean outline. Clean outlines are cool. Okay, those are looking nice. This is my Sumi paint. And you can see it's all black, but it's different shades of black. Brown black, purple black, blue black, green black, yellow black, red black. I think we're gonna go with green black for the crocodilian splendor of it all. There's my, I was missing this brush and now I found it. Didn't even have to move from my seat. All right. Now the most important thing I want to get here is the background. Don't even care that much about the figure, although I am going to draw the figure as well. Paint on him. Sumi paint is so graceful the way it granulates, and it just looks so cool. Okay, now we're going to go in and almost like an albino crocodile. All right. That's a pretty good crocodile. We gotta wait for that to dry. I can't pull the tape off until it gets a little bit closer. Let's take a look at our demon. I think he's looking pretty good, actually, all things considered. All right, we're almost ready to pull this back off. Let's see if we can get parts of it off. Nice. Maybe a slight bit premature. My worry was that it would pull up some of the paint from this one, but it did not. Nice. All right. That was not so hard. I think we're definitely going to be using Sumi paint for the for Inktober this year. All right, let's find thing to draw. One of the animals I really like looking at is the Indian gharial, which is a type of alligator. It's a crazy looking alligator. Let's see. Crocodile or alligator? Well, I've got about this much room. The question is, what can I draw with that much room? Open image, a new tab. Some weird toys. Able to draw over here now. Well, yeah, I should be able to do it. I think as long as I don't go in too hard, I should be okay. I'm gonna make some kind of evil wizard. He's gotta be holding a thing. Thumb out. Okay. This is going to be sort of almost like the Eye of Horus. No, let's make it instead like the Wand of Orcus. So here's our evil. All right. We like all this. Should we tape him up? Let's ink him first. Let's ink him first. That's a monster majesty right there. Giving him some Croyer blades on his head. He's got kind of a hood. This would be a nice video game character. Okay. You might see. Let's look up a magic amulet. Or a cursed amulet. I'm very much looking forward to the Copic class I'm going to be taking. I'll have more options for color. And I mean, I know that my watercoloring is messy. I mean, it's just how I do it. But maybe I'll get a tidier effect with markers. My fondest hope. So far, I have not messed up the other drawing. Whenever you lay ink this thick down, it's going to take a while to dry, so I'm a little worried. This is mostly about the erasing step. I think we would do like a shadow underneath, like he's hovering. All right, we're going to go in. So far, so good. All right, let's do this guy in color. Certainly want to make him, I want strong red tones in here, and I don't know if I have a lot of red. That's a red color. I think those two colors are orange. These two down here, shades of orange. I'm just light on red, I don't know what it is. Let's do him. First we'll do his skin tones as all red. Is this too thick? That might be too thick. It's not really preserving much. All right, we're going to try and lift some of this paint off. Well, that ain't really happening, but let's hope it dries a little bit lighter. Maybe preserve some of the ink. And then some of my black. Okay. Now, what color to do the rest of him? I was thinking maybe a light gray with some blue, like a blue gray. Throw in more water. Yeah, this color is good. I'm going to do the amulet in gold. This is what I would call a version of Payne's gray. This is one of my favorite colors. In fact, I've even said this is my favorite color, Payne's gray. I might go a little different on my Payne's gray, like maybe a little bit more ochre, a little bit more ultramarine in there. All right. Light bony off brown for the skull. That does not look as light as I'd hoped. All right, give this a second to dry. We'll attempt. Some gold paint, which I haven't had. Also, just when I was finding these, I looked in there and I saw my graphitint paint, so I might do something with that maybe tomorrow night. Okay, I've got these colors and these colors. But I think these are the better colors. We also have a white pot pen and some white gel pens to mess around with. Now, if you really want to get a gold effect, you would not use gold paint. You would use yellow and brown. But since this is a sketchbook and sketchbooks are for fun, we can use glittery paint if we want to. Ooh. Not good. Definitely a messy painter. Well, it's fine. Give it a moment. All right, I have a white gel pen. I want to fix some of them teeth. Nice. Good. Let's see if we can go for a little bit of a highlight. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of working. All right. All right, now give it a moment. I'm going to throw down some tape. This will be the last picture of tonight. All right, we're gonna leave this side open. Well, I could cover it up. Okay. What would be the right color for this? Not this and not this. And probably not actually even my regular color. I think we're gonna go back to Sumi paint. All right. Let's give it the reddish black. That is paint number 1. It's got kind of an oxblood, slightly purple look to it. That one went a little too dark. That's okay. Patience is a virtue. I have a feeling I'll be correcting that skull where I've dripped the gold paint into its eyes. What a terrible week it was. Still is. Only Thursday. Once I layer in all the tones, I think I'm going to and then I can pass pen and it's okay to have a nice modeled appearance here on the background as long as it's all modeled. Some of this is looking too smooth, like that area right there. All right, let's give it a moment. I can tell it's drying fast. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. So far, so good. It's got a little messy. That's fine. All right, how about this piece? This is the last piece that went on. Oh, nice. Nice and straight. Here we go. And the paper is not eating. We're going pretty well here so far. You know what? It's feeling pretty solid. All right, white Posca. I know I've got you somewhere. Here it is. Now, we're not going in hard. We're just going to go in soft. I'm not even going to prime it. Gives it a slight graffiti aesthetic. And I'm losing some edges, but I'm going to probably put this back in with a ballpoint pen. Over time, we'll get better at stuff like this, I guess. was going to do like a little hover shadow underneath him, and now I don't think I see the need for it, or the room for it, really. All right, you handsome devil. I'll give it a little sign. All right, this was fun. Hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. We are making really good progress on our sketchbook. Started on the 13th. What is today? The 85 days. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let's just count the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not going to count this one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages in. So that's pretty good. Almost 3 pages a night on this. I look forward to doing more. I could almost do a white outline on him as well. Look forward to doing more. I'm getting more comfortable with color, getting more comfortable with paint, and really enjoying the drawing. All right. Talk to you later.